Oh boy. All right. I have no idea if anyone can hear me or not. Um, this is just a test to see if this thing actually works. Um, I'm gonna see if I can tweet this out and perhaps find out if people can hear me. Oh my gosh. Hey, holy crap, there are people. Hi. Okay. So, how are you guys this morning? This is okay. Was not expecting people. Um, I guess I was expecting people because I did this. So the plan of action. Hey, Ange, what's up? Okay. Oh, it's evening. Oh gosh, why are you there are so many better shows to watch in the evening. All right. The plan of action is to give away things that we have gotten from some wonderful companies. And because we're all nerds here, I am going to roll some dice to determine that in this nice wormwood thing. Hashtag crit roll that Brian Wayne Foster gave me. So I've divided up everyone into little groups. We're going to roll d10s because that's how the math works out. I've made tables. So the international folks, there were only I think 9 international folks who donated, which is perfect for a D10. 10 is a reroll. And if you're in the US, then we're going to have to break it up a little further. And so we can roll a D4 to figure out which group of 10 to roll on. We're going to start with this lovely beholder shirt, which this is the eye of the beholder, and that was given to us from Wizards of the Coast. This is a ladies' large. However, I'm pretty sure it's actually a girl's large because this thing is small. So we're going to roll dice until we get a girl, because I'm desperately hoping that someone will actually be able to wear this. So let's go to our if we go to our US chart and roll a d4, hopefully you guys can see this. Uh, that is a 3. So that gives us the yellow chart. Oh, the yellow chart is the worst because there's a bunch of rerolls. So basically, 2 of you are going to be really, really thankful that we did this. Um, there's a forever. Oh God, I'm missing so much in the chat, aren't I? Let's roll a d10 until we get a 1 or a 2. Oh gosh. There we go. All right. 31. Luis, you are not a girl. Luis, I am so sorry. You are not going to get this t-shirt. But you know what? You're going to get this instead. So Luis Bermudez, congratulations. You have won something stupid cool. They don't make these anymore. This was given to me by the producer Max, who does he does all the behind the scenes stuff on Critical Role and Talks Machina. And apparently these are not something you can get anymore. So Luis, congratulations. I will be emailing you shortly, but let me just write down that you won this. Luis Bermudez. Double checking that you are in the US because that would suck if you're not. Yep, you're in the US. I will ship that to you. All right, rolling for a girl. Let's try to find someone who can wear this shirt. That's a 3 again because I can't roll. So I guess because there's only 2 people on this chart, it's either going to be Luis or somebody else. SCM. I don't know if you are SCM 152. That could be Samantha. That could be Samuel. Oh yo. Hello people. I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna figure out if SCM is actually a girl or a boy. I'm sure that is some terrible bug in this system. Oh, yo, that's Scott. Scott was one of our writers. Um, Scott, congratulations! You totally earned this. Scott, you're gonna win. You're gonna win this. Uh, so rock and roll man, you're amazing. And Scott, by the way, played Grog in our musical. Scott also played Thordak, and he also cameoed as Larkin. So, um, yeah, that is awesome. I'm really happy you won that. But we need to give away the shirt, so we're gonna keep rolling. Did someone ever tell you you'd also visually make it? I Scanlan doesn't have a beard. I would have to shave the beard, and God, I like something to tug on when I'm thinking about things. So hold on. Scott wins a Keyleth poster. Okay. Let's answer some questions. Yeah, who's Larkin? Bidet from the Philippines. Yo, Pike is from the Philippines. I don't know if I can. No. I may. Sorry, Jay. I may have doxed you. But yeah, we've got some Filipino people. I think we've got some Filipino people in our cast. So when I tweeted this out that we were going to do this, I asked people to ask some questions because I don't want this to just be rolling dice, and I feel like that's a little boring. So let's answer a question from Maddie Ford at Maddie Ford04 on Twitter. Asked, "What did you use for recording?" I personally used this, which is it's a ST51 condenser microphone. I bought it on sale because I did not own a condenser microphone, and it boosted the quality of my recordings up by like an order of magnitude. I highly recommend, if you can afford a condenser microphone and you're doing vocals, go get one. So that's what I used. I recorded that onto my studio, which is I'm running a very old version of Logic Pro on an ancient MacBook. But you know what? That's the awesome thing about technology these days. You can get away with a lot of older equipment and make some really good music. I know for a fact that a lot of other people did not necessarily use that caliber of recording equipment. There were snowballs used. I know people have commented on that on the YouTubes, and people recorded on Audacity, which is a free software that you can download, put it on your computer, and start recording right away. There are so many ways that you guys can go and make some awesome music for little to no money. So that's my pitch. Go make music. And that's my answer to your question, Maddie. Let's give away this stupid T-shirt. 3 is now out. We're gonna be re-rolling 3s because nobody on that chart exists anymore. So that's a 4. 4 is a perfectly fine number. Everyone on that chart has not gotten anything yet. So let's roll a d10. That's a 2, which is Sean. Oh, no. Spencer. Yo, Spencer is Victor. Spencer is in the chat, and Spencer's getting this poster. So that's what's up. But Spencer's also a guy, so let's do this. Yeah, to answer your question, Ange, Darling Gypsum, totally right. The whole purpose of this is people donated money rather than paying for our album. And if you sent me your receipt to one of our awesome charities, either the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, Mercy Ships, or the Hispanic Federation, if you sent me a receipt for that, I put you on this chart, and we're going to give away some cool stuff. And all of these amazing companies donated this stuff for us to give away to you guys. So this is basically just a celebration of the critter community, you guys' charitable awesomeness, and the whole spirit of this thing that we all love. So that's what's going on right now. And I have a shirt to give away. So let's fix that. That's a 1. One is a totally separate chart. One is orange. Orange is good. I'm sure there's a flaw in this system somewhere, but I really wanted to roll dice, and I figured that this was a good way of doing it. Clay Bardwell is also not a woman. Clay, we're burning through these posters, man, but you are going to win another one of these posters. And in fact, that's the last one. So Clay, congratulations, man. Clay Bardwell. Bardwell, I think that we will. Let's Bardwell. Yo, you're in the chat. Congratulations, man. Yeah, these, I gotta say, have to be some of the coolest things that we got. And this was a spur of the moment thing. The Critical Role folks showed up at our album release party, and Max just handed me a stack of stuff and said, "Hey, give this stuff away." So this is kind of why we're doing this stuff. These people have inspired us, and we've inspired them, and it's this whole wonderful thing where we just want to kind of make the world a better place in whatever small way we can. And they have their platform that they get to, boost these charities, and we're hoping to use our little platform to boost some other stuff. So let me, if you wouldn't mind, Ange, if you have a second, could you post some links in the chat for our charities? If you look on any of our videos, you can find my little spiel that talks about the charities and provides links to donate. So if someone, yeah, thank you, Ange. Ange is going to post that in the chat. And if you guys feel moved by either our music or my goofiness, please consider donating to one of these causes. They're all awesome. Let's answer a question and then hopefully give away this shirt. Jersh at Josh Kaposh at Josh Kaposh writes, "Who were your biggest inspirations for the whole musical?" Obviously, Lin-Manuel Miranda. The dude's a genius, literally. Critical Role. Those were the big inspirations. We wanted to take one thing, smash it into the other thing. But other inspirations include a lot of other musicals. I know that many of the folks who worked with me on this are big musical fans. So I have no doubt that they drew inspiration from that. I can't say that I personally am that big into musicals. So I came at it from the other side. I came at it from the rap side, and I hoped to kind of stay true to what Lin wanted to do with Hamilton, which was make it stand alone as a mixtape, as a hip hop mixtape. And so I was listening to folks like Doom, folks like the Palmer Squares, Eminem, just rap in general. There was actually an Eminem reference that I tried to sneak into the album, but Ange nixed it. She had a much better rhyme, and so I have no hard feelings on it. But yeah, trying to stay true to the hip hop roots of this album was very important to me. Let's see. Do you guys have a Discord? That is a good question. We do have a Discord. It is currently private. However, I am working on a way to make that change. I want a place where creator musicians can all come together and collaborate on things like this and make more nerdy music in better ways. And I would love to be able to provide that. I want to keep the quality of the stuff that we put out on this channel high, but I also don't want to overwork myself. So there's going to be some sort of balancing act that we've got to do. But yes, there is a Discord, and hopefully we will be able to provide you guys all a link to that shortly. I'm beginning to feel like a sun god. All the people from the to the never mind. Are there videos from the release party? There are pictures. There are pictures on Twitter. I will do my best to find and compile them and send them out to you guys. There is one video of Taliesin raffling off this poster. And actually, funny story. I won a copy of this poster, but I was talking to Matt Mercer, and so when people, my ticket was in my pocket, um, and so people were all running around trying to figure out who won, and so I found out that I won the poster, and I've got one. I don't need another one. So I handed my ticket to someone, and she ended up going and winning the poster, which I'm very thrilled about. Let's see. Um, oh, Ange says hand the shirt to the next person. They can find someone to gift it to. That's a good idea. However, yeah, we've got lots of stuff to give away. We've got lots and lots of stuff to give away. So I'm not overly concerned. I'm just double checking the chat, making sure that there's no big questions. Oh, Spencer, let me know in the chat. Would you rather have the poster or the shirt? Because if you want the shirt, I will give you the shirt instead, and we'll give that your poster to someone else. So hit me up in the chat. See, this is important. I need to be reading the chat more. Thank you, Avatar. I appreciate that. There was a lot of people that did a lot of hard work. Teaming up with Qualum Plays Guitar and Aiden Chan for a C2 soundtrack. Yes, I want to work with those guys. I totally 100% want to do work with those people. I'm a big fan of what they do. I think that this community is awesome. I would love to see more collaborations. So yeah, if you know those guys, and actually I kind of know Aiden now, so hopefully we'll be doing some stuff together. And if you guys know Qualum, send him a link to our musical, and hopefully he'll like it. Let's see. Any other questions? Any thoughts of adapting other musicals for the new campaign? That is a good question. We've been asked to do a lot of other musicals. We've been asked to do the Vecna arc. We've been asked to do the new campaign. I think that there are fundamental problems with that because Hamilton is so special to this community. Doing something else like that's this massive would be problematic. That said, I think it would be amazing to have more musicals like this. Doing something with Vecna, doing something with C2. I want that to happen. I don't know if I'm the person to do that. However, I do have another idea for another musical. It's very, very early in the head, but if Talison's okay with it, I might do that. Let's move on. Let's give away some free stuff. Come on, what are we doing? That's a 4. Let's go to the 4 chart. This is for hopefully the shirt. Actually, God, I keep Spencer. What do you think? Spencer, do you want the shirt or do you want the poster? Go with the poster. Roger that. Let's give away the shirt. That is an 8. Number 8. Goodude, you're getting the shirt because I'm out of Keyleth posters, and I honestly have no clue if you are a guy or a girl, and I want to make this stream interesting for folks. So, Goodude, congratulations. I desperately hope this thing will fit you. If it doesn't, let me know. Complain to me. I'll see what I can do. But Goodude, you're getting a T-shirt. Well, let's finish up the poster stuff. Will, can you put a link to the charity video in your description for the live stream? Folks can find all the charity info for the description in that video. Sure, I can do that. Let's see, where is that link? This is super not interesting. People are going to stop watching the stream, but I'm typing things. Charity video. Here's the charity video. Let's pause it so it doesn't play. Here's the link. And here you go. There's the link. Clarify if folks can get on this or if it's too late to get on the giveaway. If you guys can donate really, really quickly, Sure, go for it. I will periodically check my email. And if you guys want to do something last minute, I will absolutely put you in the chart. However, we're going to be doing this pretty quick. So you've only got like a span of 5, 10, 20 minutes to get that in. So be quick about it. But yeah, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to donate to either the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, Mercy Ships, or the Hispanic Federation. Take a screenshot of your receipt and email it to this email, willcrossway@gmail.com. And I will put you into this raffle. But you're gonna have to hurry. Uh, okay, I think I'm caught up on the questions from the chat. So let us give away some more stuff. Giving away the poster, giving away the shirt. However, I've got one more really cool thing that also doesn't exist anymore. This is another really awesome poster. I believe Kit Bus also did this one. And it's got Clarota, it's got Vex, it's got Keyleth, it's got Tiberius. I think that's Percy. Possible. I think that's Percy. And then Grog right here. And this is probably my favorite of the two. I love Clarota, man. So let's give this away. There are no more threes. There are fours. So we're going to the 4 chart. I've been rolling high on the D4s lately. This is uncharacteristic of me. Number 4. Number 4, have you gotten something? Donald. Donald, you have not gotten anything yet. Donald Warder, you are going to win this awesome poster. Let me double check you're in the US. If you're not in the US, it will cost me lots of money. Okay. Donald Warder with the Clarota poster. Congratulations. Okay, we've got a few more things to give away. But some of them I don't have on me. So we're going to do some of the ethereal things now, because some of them are simply things like links. Like I've got some gift cards that, that's just a little code that we're going to email to you. So I can't actually hold it. And then there are some things that my event coordinator, Lisa, has over in LA, and she's holding on to those for me until I tell her who has won them. So let's do some of the ethereal things now. First off, we're going to do a gift card to Settling Geek, which is one of our wonderful sponsors. They make geeky things and settle them. So let's give, I believe that is a $10 gift card to Settling Geek. We're going to give that away. Number one on the chart, and rolling for number 4. 14. Clay Bardwell, you won something. You can't win again. Number 2. Watt 2374. Watt 2374. You have won this gift card. So congratulations. Watt 2374. And you know what else Settling Geek has given us? They've given us a dice set because they are geeks of a feather and they will stay together. So we're going to give away a dice set from Settling Geek, which is in LA and will soon be in the house of one of you, someone on the number 2 chart, which we have not rolled yet on. So we're going to do that chart now. That is a 0. So that is 10. So CK Durbin, you are going to win some dice from Settling Geek, which is fantastic. CK Durbin, you've won the dice. We're also going to do a tabletop loot gift card. This one's $10 or $25. I don't remember. The Settling Geek one, I think, is 10 or maybe the other one's 10. One of them's 10, one of them's 25. No, I've not posted that I'm live on the CR Reddit. I started this stream and I just went right into it. I barely posted on Twitter. I'm terrible at marketing. Yes, I did voice Scanlan. Thank you so much. It was really fun to embody that character. He's a favorite of mine. So yeah, please, absolutely post on the subreddit. I'm sure that all of those Reddit is actually how this musical started. I got my core group of writers all came from Reddit. I posted on Reddit. Wait, I didn't tell you, dude. I posted on Twitter, man. Aren't you always on Twitter? Come on, Ange. Let's give away some more stuff. Tabletop loot gift card. That is what we're giving away. Number 3, you're out. Well, hold on. I'll double check. We may have expanded this. Nope, nobody has emailed me. So you guys either are already on the chart or you do not want to donate to charity, which is fine. I totally understand this. Number 2. Number 2 is blue, which is good because not many folks on that chart have won things. Number 4, number 24. You're abroad. I don't know how you're on this list. Obviously, something has gone terribly wrong, but that's okay. We've got abroad things. In fact, we've got something really awesome for you. Let me double check your name. 24 is Morven Kate 23. Morven Kate 23. You're gonna be super happy because you just won a legendary bundle. And for those of you who don't know what a legendary bundle is, it is something that D&D Beyond has where you get everything that they have available. And we've got more of those to give out. So yeah, donate to charity, guys. Come on. Double checking on some other things. Thank you, Archeo. All right, we're going to keep giving stuff away. So yeah, gonna try and give away that gift card. Giving away gift card for tabletop loot. Number 1. Would it be possible if you played the playlist while providing comment? Oh, that's I will get back to you. I need to finish giving stuff away. That is a number 1. That is orange, and we will roll again. 70. So that is a 17. And you are in the U.S. Luis, come on, man. Wait, I gave you something, right? I gave you something. Yeah, you're fine. We're gonna give somebody else something. 12. What? Come on, man. I gave you something too. Apparently I can't roll, so someone else should have done this. Number 11. Elan Bad 37. Elan, you are going to win something awesome. You're gonna win because you are you're abroad too. I've obviously messed up this chart something horrible. But you know, we're giving this stuff away for free, so you're just gonna have to go with me on this. Elad Ban 37. You have won a legendary bundle. All right. Going back to questions. Oh, someone sent in a receipt. Okay, I will put you on the chart as soon as I finish answering this question. Actually, no, screw that. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to forget. You guys are going to have to be patient with me. Talk amongst yourselves. You donated to. Oh, dude, you donated to the. Thank you. Thank you for donating. That means a lot to me, especially these days. So I'm going to put you on the chart, and 3 is now available again. 3 is now available again. All right. Jay Levine, you are on the chart. And actually, I think you have a better chance of winning than anybody else because I think I've horribly screwed this up. Someone who actually knows how to do math will tell me how I got this wrong, and that's okay because we're doing it for charity, right? You can participate by looking in the comments and following the link and donating to one of our charities. You donate, you send me your receipt, you email it to me, and you get on the list. There's a question I need to answer. Uh, would it be possible if you played the playlist while providing commentary on it? That would be a very long video. I do not think anyone would want to listen to it. However, I have learned that there are some parts of our PDF. If you go on our website, which is at www.willcrosswhite.com/cpan, CPAN. That's our homepage for our musical, and you can download a PDF of all of the lyrics. It's got gorgeous artwork. Ange did an incredible job making this PDF, and it's got some bonus stuff for you guys who are interested in some behind the scenes stuff on the musical. But we've noticed that in our 160 pages of lyrics, we've made a few mistakes, and so I'm thinking about once Ange has some more free time, maybe modifying that PDF and fixing their mistakes, and then providing some written commentary on it, because I feel like that would give you guys an equal amount of insight into the process without having to watch a 2.5 hour video of my face. Um, let's see. Fusion Recoil. I'm really sorry for your loss. I've been there, man. Um, I'm really sorry. Um, let's see. Uh, that'd be cool. Make some kind of behind the scenes lyrics video. Ooh, ooh. There's some good idea. Okay, okay. I hear ya. I hear ya. Um, let's think on this. I'm gonna copy this and put this into my notes because I like that idea quite a bit. I have no video experience at all, but that is something I would like to learn. Um, let's answer some more questions. We've got some more things to give away, but I like answering questions because it makes me feel like a real musician. Um, How did you okay, RB Lemoyne writes, at RB Lemoyne writes, how did you figure out which Hamilton songs would line up with which parts of the Conclave arc? Because the lineup worked really well. What we did was we set up a giant Google Docs list of all of the original lyrics to Hamilton, all of Lynn's lyrics. And what I did is I basically said there were only a handful of us working on it at the time, and I basically said, work at your own pace, pick a song, work on it. If you edit someone else's work, leave a comment so that we can discuss the changes. But it was pretty much a free for all. And we just kind of picked away at different songs. When I would get into a frenzy and just write a bunch of songs because that's how I am. But we kind of just let ourselves, once someone worked on a song, we were usually pretty good about letting them have that song and letting them work on it on their own pace. And in terms of picking which songs to do with which parts of the Conclave arc, a lot of it was based on thinking about the narrative and trying to draw parallels between the two stories. The room where it happened, for example, um, had to be Raishon. There was no other way to do it. First of all, you've got the assume pun, the secret assume where it happened. You've also got Raishon, which is this character who wants to be in so many different rooms. She wants to be in the room with the party. She wants to be in the room, the council room where the meetings are happening and where the planning is going on. She wants to be in the room where Thordak dies. So that all twisted together in a perfect way, and so we had to write about that. There were some other songs where we struggled a bit more. Some songs like Blow Us All Away, we didn't really know what to do with until Danita Gilbert, who plays Keyleth, had the brilliant idea of doing Victor. And once that little kernel of information started eating away at my mind, it worked so well. It worked so well. So it was just spend a lot of time watching the show, thinking about it, listening to the musical, and thinking about which lines would fit with which parts of the musical. And then once you have one line, you can kind of work backwards or work down and finish out the song. John had a point that I want to touch on. John Macmillan, who plays Vax, one of our OG writers, says we basically wrote the songs as inspiration struck. As we got into the later part of our work, someone would point out we don't really have a song that covers this major event, or too many on that arc, etc. There wasn't an overall strategic plan to begin with. That last sentence is very true. But I want to touch on the song that doesn't cover this major event or too many on that arc. I'll give you a couple examples. When I wrote the cabinet battle, the rap battles, originally the idea was to have the first rap battle right when Raishan tries to join the party, and have them have this big debate about whether to let her come to Draconia, whether to kill her right then and there. And then later on, as she proved herself, to have the second rap battle kind of flesh out and draw out that debate. And then John came in and he said, quite accurately, he said, there are too many Raishan songs. We cannot do this. We need to spread it out. And so he retooled what I had for Cabinet Battle 1 and made it about the Gith Yankee Skull, which was a brilliant idea and one of my favorite tracks on the record. So, John, you're amazing. Well done. The other thing was for I Know Her. I wanted to make Thordak a bit more of a real threat. He spends his time off screen, doing his evil deeds, and I wanted to make him seem like he was really going to threaten the party. And I wanted that to happen right before they plane shift off to the fireplane, because it's going to give that drama, that tension of why are they doing this? Why are they abandoning their friends? This evil guy is about to come and attack. So that was the kind of the idea behind that song. And I could go on. I could talk about every song like this, but we'll save that for the PDF. Let's make sure that I didn't miss a question. Did you ever get into arguments with each other about who gets to write which songs? I know from experience that writing music together can get pretty heated. That is accurate. Let's see. So let's talk about that. The good news is the system of writing comments when you made changes worked really well, because each change you made was associated with a comment, and then we could have that little debate. There were many arguments, especially during the editing process, once we had the songs finished, but we wanted to tweak them and make them better. Lots of arguments had, I'll be honest, it was a struggle at times. But I honestly believe that we got the right solution, and we were always working for a compromise. That was always the goal. Whenever there was a struggle between people and artists, they get attached to their work. My goal was always to come at it like there is a middle path. So I might be here and you might be here, but if we kind of work toward each other, we're going to find somewhere in the middle that is correct. And I think we got there. I totally agree. Amazing tool for collaborative projects. It is. Without it, this project would never have happened. Raishan was great. I agree. And you are amazing. Come on, man. This is I'm not naming names. Let's see. When you wrote / edited Quiet in Town, was it before you knew what would ultimately happen to Vax? Yes. And I found I do a lot of CR songs just for my own entertainment and because it's fun. I often find that the narrative works its own way. There's a lot. We could talk about fate. We could talk about destiny. But there have been some crazy coincidences that have happened with some of the other songs I've done for Critical Role, and particularly with this song. The fact that it worked so beautifully with how the end of the campaign happened, that was not intentional, and it was one of those magical moments that happened during the creation of this musical. So absolute magic. Do you think there could have been a way to preserve the Hamilton flow if the songs were written differently but left in the same order as Hamilton? No. I do not believe this was something we made pretty early. We made this decision pretty early on in the process. I think that if we stuck with the original order, all hell would have broken loose, and it would have been a total catastrophe. The point that we wanted to do was we wanted to parody the songs as accurately to the source material as we possibly could. We wanted to stick to the rhythms. We wanted to stick to the emotions that the song had. That the song had. And I think that if you forced the album to stay in its original order, I don't think that we would have been able to make an album nearly as good as the one that we ended up making. Yes, I totally agree, Ange. Were there any songs that you've written or wanted to make that but didn't because they weren't Hamilton? Yes, and I have a feeling you guys are going to hear some of those songs in the near future. There are there's an entire channel on our Discord just dedicated to writing CR music, and I'm hoping to expand that to more of you guys in the future. So stay tuned. Also, it is called Ensemble 6 because of my terrible planning. There is no Ensemble 6. Ensemble 6 does not exist. Hopefully, you guys will learn more about that soon. I wanted to say something else. There are also many of the critters who worked on this project also do CR music on their own. Ange, who plays Raishan and Allura, has her own really nice, high quality, kind of musical esque songs that she does on her channel. Ange, you should plug yourself. Put a link in the chat. It's and then Mr. Crit, who's also in the chat. He just did regular null, which is amazing, and I'm so happy someone did it. So, Mr. Crit, throw a link in the chat. I do parodies of Scanlan songs for fun, and I've got a stupid amount of songs at this point. That's actually how this project started. And then Percy, Edgar Allan Joe, he does his own music for CR. I have no doubt I'm missing more. I know Scott, who plays Thordak, has done CR music. I know he also plays Grog. I know that Danita has done, who plays Keyleth, she's done her own original CR stuff that's musical. You can't paste the link? Oh man. I don't want to. I will find the links somewhere. Follow-up question. If you rearrange the current tracks into the Hamilton order, do you think it would tell a different story? I'm gonna make a playlist like that. There is a playlist that is on my Spotify that is the tracks that are rearranged because I was listening to it and rapping it as I was making the scratch tracks, and I wanted to see how the songs flowed into each other and make sure that the order would work not only from a narrative perspective but from a musical perspective. Like I didn't want a song that was in one key to go directly before or after a song that was in a discordant key. So I played with that on Spotify, and I think that playlist is in the actual album order for our album. So yeah, I can make that public, and I don't think it tells a story at all. It does not. It doesn't work. I don't think. Put the links in the Reddit post. Yeah. Please do that. That would be amazing. I don't want to interrupt the flow. Because as soon as I stop talking, I know people are going to tune out. It's about a bunch of adventurers who go around bringing dragons back to life. That's exactly what it is. I think we are caught up. So let's give away some stuff. I have that gift card to give away. So let's do that. Number 4 is on a chart that is green, and they are going to be number 3. Sean M. Cornwall. I don't think you've won anything. You are in the US. Sean, you are winning a gift card to Tabletop Loot. Sean M. Cornwall. I'm writing you down. Tabletop Loot. Congratulations. Let's give away some more ethereal stuff. We've got an Elderwood dice kit. I believe this is a dice set. It's also apparently got a catapult thing. I don't know what the deal is with that. I've never seen it before. It's in LA, but soon it will be at one of your houses. So we're going to give that away. Number 2 is on a chart that is not blue. It is instead, no, it is blue. Number 2 is on a blue chart. Number 929 is in the US. Yagooch. I think Yagooch was at the I think we met Yagooch at the party. So that's good. That means shipping is going to be a lot easier. Yagooch, you just won an Elderwood dice kit. Also, you made me say Yagooch on the stream. So I mean, you're winning on so many levels. Love this album. I'm so happy you like it. Genuinely, I'm really happy that you guys like it. How does this giveaway work? Well, if you donate to one of our charities and send me a receipt, you can get put on a list to potentially win something. So those charities are American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, the Hispanic Federation, and Mercy Ships. And the email is willcrossweight@gmail.com. And I will check it right now to make sure that I haven't missed anyone. Hope I'm in time for the giveaway. Yep. So just the one person has donated, but we're already more than we started with. So I think we're winning. By the way, I haven't mentioned this. We raised, you guys raised $1,500 for charity. Do you know how crazy that is? You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Man, you have one of those wild styles of rolling where your ice just where your arm just flails off into the air while the dice is going. Well, you have to roll dice in an interesting way. If Sam Riegel rolls his dice like this, and I love the guy, but holy crap, man, have some fun with it. Number 9, this project. I'm so happy you guys like it. I'm so happy you guys like it. Let's see. We've got more stuff to give away. I know we do. Why are you calling me? I don't want to talk to you. I can't give that away yet. That's last. We're gonna give some stuff away for international folks. No, we're gonna do that. We've got one more thing to give away for. We've got lots of things to give away. But yeah, let's do some international folks. I've already given away 2 of our 3 legendary bundles for international folks. So let's do that again. Let's do our last legendary bundle for our international folks. And that's just a D10 because there's only a few of you. That's a 0. So that is a reroll. 4. 4 is Morven Kate. You already got a legendary bundle. You don't get 2. Number 6. Number 6 is SCM. I think you've already won something. Oh no. What did you win? I don't remember what you won. SCM, is that Spencer? Is that Spencer? No, that's Scott. You are abroad, aren't you, Scott? You already won something. Oh no, I have to ship this to you? Oh, Scott. Oh, shoot. All right. Because I have to ship you a poster, you don't get a legendary bundle. Sorry, Scott. We're rolling again. 9. Haldereros wins a legendary bundle. Haldereros. So what we've learned from doing this is next time, have someone else figure out the system for giving things away, because obviously that person should not have been me. Congratulations, Haldereros. You won a legendary bundle. Spencer, we can't do that. You already won your poster, man. Let's see. What did I miss? No, you do not have to be in the US to win. It's the guy that did the thing. Hi, I did part of the thing. Many people worked on this project. I just made everyone look cool. Will just said at government G, you can be international. Yes, absolutely, you can be international. Um, Overseer Will vibe. I don't know what that is, but that's okay. We'll get you sorted. I'm curious which song in the album was your favorite. Mine personally was your "You'll Be Mine." I fell in love with that song instantly. I I love what happened with that song. That song was absolute gorgeousness. However, it's not my favorite song in the album. I have one favorite song and one favorite moment, and they're separate. My favorite song on the album is "Nonstop," and that's because I was really proud of being able to tie these two separate events together and have it work within the song. I was also really happy. I spent a lot of time. I watched the whole fight for Kamel Giori, and I took copious notes. And then I went back to the rhyme scheme, and I managed to fit all of the accurate information round by round of what happened during that fight into the rhyme scheme, and I was super proud of that. So, and also the ending is so epic, and I get that high note. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Nonstop. My favorite moment in the musical is the pit fiend fight because it makes me laugh so hard. That and Percy Garmuli, those were the ones that even while I was mixing this musical and listening to it over and over, I still laughed just because it's so ridiculous. And that's Vox Machina for you. Um, let's see. Thank you. I was very nervous before I started this stream, so I'm glad it's not I'm glad it's not bombing. You must away to work. You're so welcome for all the love. I'm so happy you like it. Helpless. Oh, I'm so proud. Uh, when I released the musical, I was staring at my computer screen, refreshing the thing, and watching as people commented because I was worried something would go horribly wrong. And when people got to Helpless and started freaking out about how the dragons were attacking the city, it made me so happy. That's one of my favorite twists I managed to get in there. So yeah, I'm glad you guys like that one. How crazy has your life been since doing the thing, and how was the release party, dude? Um, Literally, I crossed off basically my entire bucket list. Um, yeah, my life has been crazy. Only now has it started to really level out and become kind of normal. Um, the release party was amazing. I got to meet the people who do the thing. I got to hang out with Matt and Marisha and Taliesin and Liam, and I got to meet Brian, who gave me this ridiculous thing. Um, I, I I got to watch the show live, guys. I I I I haven't really. Uh, sure, I'll tell you guys. I was 5 feet away from Travis Willingham during the episode where Pumat's soul was introduced. Um, yeah, it was amazing. So yeah, ridiculously crazy. This project has been the coolest thing I've ever done. I just make everyone else look good. That's a Marvel Studios reference. So Infinity War hype. Um, See, you need to do a behind the lyrics. We'll work on something. We'll talk. How much do we have to donate? You can donate any amount of money. The whole point is to get people donating. So yeah, donate whatever you like, whatever you feel compelled to do, and send me your receipt. Someone put us up on Genius. That is so freaking cool. It makes me feel like a real musician. It because for those of you who don't know, Genius is a website where people put up lyrics to songs and comment on them, and there's usually really good analysis on there. It used to be Rap Genius because it was solely for rap music, and that's what I loved because I love going deep into the words of a really good rap song. But then it became Genius, and it started doing just regular songs. And we're on there. The information is not quite accurate, but it doesn't matter because we're on there, and I'm super stoked. Um, I'm glad. Thank you. Yes, I want those pictures and send me them, dear Kaylee. Dear Kaylee is up there with you. Apparently, Liam's favorite song is Dear Kaylee, which makes me feel real good. So I'm glad you guys like that one. How is the atmosphere at Geek and Sundry Studios? It's amazing. I walked in and there was the picture of some of the CR comic covers, and right there it was Vax, bloody and beaten. And at this point, that comic hadn't dropped yet, and so yeah, it was super cool. Have you ever talked with any of the cast of Critical Role? What was their reaction? It was crazy. Um, they they seemed to really appreciate what we did, and that was super cool. That was super meaningful to me. Yeah, I don't want to go too much into it, but yeah, they seemed to really appreciate what we did. It was awesome. Let's give away some free shit. Let's see what we got to give away. International folks, we've got some stuff for you. We've done the bundles, but we've got two more things for the international folks, and then I must say sayonara to you. But we have tabletop loot gift cards that we can give away to you because that does not require any shipping. So let's give away some gift cards. Number 3, CX Rogue. CX Rogue, you have won a tabletop loot gift card. CX Rogue. And it is spelled properly. Oh no, Roku? Roque? I was gonna say that you spelled rogue properly, but then I realized you used a Q. That's not how you spell rogue. Come on. Um, Glint Shore arc. I'm really, really happy with that. That's one of my favorite moments too. Hello. Let's give away that last. So international folks, this is. Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold please. CX Rogue, you are abroad. Okay. One last gift card for tabletop loot, and here we go. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Scott, you can't win again. Scott. So one of the things I did was I wanted to, for people who donated to multiple charities, I put you in multiple times because you donated to more things. So Scott donated to 2 things, which is why he gets to go again. But you've already won something really cool, so let's give that away to someone else. Number 2. Brianna Appling. Brianna, you have won a gift card to Tabletop Loot. Brianna Appling. And international folks, you guys can go to sleep or go to work wherever your time zone is. That's all I got for you. The rest of this vote is for folks in the U.S. because I have to ship this. I love the fact that you're rolling dice instead of doing some online random number generator. Dude, Brian Wayne Foster gave me this. Of course I'm going to use it. I'm in dire need of ass. I'm in dire need of ass. I found you just in time. You know, there are many ways you can fix that problem. Tinder, just talking to people. Be honest, have a real conversation. My favorite moment of the song so far is Percy's "I'm in dire need of a sister." That's the correct use. And the voice break sounds so real. I'm glad that came out. I mixed that, so I'm really happy that worked. Is there planning for another musical for the rest of Vox Machina's story? And if yes, which musicals do you have in mind? Stay tuned. What is your favorite song? Answer that question. I'm having a great time. I'm writing job applications while listening to you. That's cool. I hope you win. I hope you get a job. My advice to you would be to write one big resume, and then for each job that you're applying to, tailor it. Look online, see what they value as a company, and tailor your resume to each company individually. But what do I know? Let's see. I have more things to give away. I know I do. We did. Oh, we have more dice sets to give away. See, the struggle here for me is I don't have these physically. Settling Geek is going to ship them directly to you because they're awesome. But we're going to give away 2 more of those. And we're going to do that for US folks. So US folks, you may win some dice from Settling Geek. Number one is orange. Settling Geek. 18. You are in the US. Red CG. 416. Red CG 416. You have won a dice set. Red CG 416. Congratulations. Let's do some more questions because I'm enjoying that. What is a good microphone to start voice work with? That's I don't know that I'm the person to answer this question. However, I have heard Ange talking about the Blue series. I believe the Blue Yeti is it's a little bit more expensive than what you might want to pay, but I've heard that that's kind of the minimum of what quality you're gonna want to get. A Snowball, unfortunately, I struggled with the Snowballs that I got when people sent me in stuff, and I don't think you're gonna want to start there. I've gotten good results with my SM57. That's one of my favorite microphones for many, many reasons. But I don't think that that's what you're going to want to use when you do voice recording. If you can afford it, go for a condenser mic, because once I upgraded from a dynamic mic to a condenser mic, my recordings got so much better. It was really noticeable. So if you can get a condenser mic, do it. Have you already been struck by inspiration regarding the new campaign and music related with it? Honestly, Quali plays guitar. I know I'm messing that up, but he did the new intro music, and that has inspired me so much. But I'm a songwriter. I do lyrics. I can't really. That's not really my wheelhouse, doing what he does. But that gets me going, man. I love that song. I think we're going to have to wait for these characters to get more fleshed out. One of the main things that I think was so special about Vox Machina is they had such deep backstory that went back, and not only that, they went before the pre-stream games. They had really interesting backstories and relationships that they had built together. But then we got to see those backstories fleshed out, and to get that level of knowledge of a character was really instrumental to being able to write for them. So I think we're going to have to wait before something crazy like this could happen with C2. And I'm not sure I'm the guy to do that. Maybe I am. And I love making music for critters, so that might happen. But I think we're going to have to wait. That's the rule with the mods sometimes. I don't know. That is annoying. I'm sorry, man. The Scarlet Studio packages are pretty good. I personally use the Duet, which is a little pricey, but for what I do, which is, usually I'm just recording one thing at a time. If you're doing drums, don't get a Duet. But I've had a lot of good experiences with my setup. Condenser mics will require some extra equipment. That is true. Look into that first. Okay, funny story, Mr. Crit. I went on a road trip with a friend of mine to Penn State for my friend's graduation, and she is a huge fan of Hamilton, and so am I, obviously. But this was in the middle of me working on the musical, and we had done all the lyrics. We were in the editing process, but I had all of these words running around in my head, and she mentioned that she liked Hamilton. I'm like, oh, I love Hamilton. Let's listen to it. She put it on. She starts rapping. I start rapping, and then she starts kind of looking at me because I am not rapping Hamilton. I'm rapping my words. I'm rapping my friend's words. So yeah, VAX-ILDAN does not spell Hamilton. The more you know. Because I advertise and that's not allowed. Man, I'm terrible at PR. It's okay. I thank you for trying, man. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, Archeo, I agree. Say is awesome. It's got an A in it. Okay, let's give away some more free shit. Uh, got one more dice set to give away. Let's give away that last. No, we did that. Did we? No, we got one more dice set to give away. So rolling. Oh, are you in the U.S.? Hold on. I think you may have just won. Jay Levine, if you're in the U.S., you just won a dice set. Are you still in the chat, Jay Levine? Let me know if you're in the U.S. Critical Role crap down on the advertising. You know, man, they've gotten a lot bigger, and I love the mods over there. And they're doing a lot of work to manage a whole bunch of unruly folk. So yeah, that's part of the par for the course when you're building a community that's gotten this large in such a short amount of time. Big fan? Are you confused about this? It's okay if you're not. I totally understand. You are in the U.S. Congratulations, you won a dice set. Jay Levine, you won a dice set. Jay Levine. I don't know why I'm writing this down. I could just look at the YouTube video. My friend played regular Hamilton today. It was so hard. I can't do it anymore. I can't. I don't have the words. They're not in my head anymore. Who was my favorite character to write for in this song? Of course it's Scanlan. Of course it's Scanlan. He's so ridiculous. Although I had a lot of fun writing for the Pit Fiend. I had a lot of fun writing for Percy. Percy is one of my favorite characters of Vox Machina. I love Percy to death. And his whole struggle in that middle section, that his rap in Hurricane or Animus is one of my favorite parts of the musical. So writing for those two was awesome. I'm a part of a large Discord that used to make posts on Critical Role. We bring more players in. Yeah, they've got a lot of people to manage. That's kind of what's going on. Scandlin. Surprised to see a live stream. Man, I'm full of surprises. I'm unpredictable. I'm wily. The Matthew Mercer song, dude, that was gold. I cannot take much credit for that song, but I am thrilled that we were able to do it. Let's see. I know we have more stuff to give away. We did that. Did we do the Tabletop Loop gift card? We did 3 of those. Yep. I think we're gonna do the big one. I'm gonna answer a few more questions before we do the big one, because I know we missed some on Twitter. So let's finish up the Twitter questions, and then we'll give away the last thing. Did you listen to any other music by Lin-Manuel Miranda when you rewrote #Hamilton for this album? At Tyler Boise asks. Tyler, you're awesome. I believe I met you at the giveaway at the party. You're the man. To answer your question, I personally did not. I buried myself in Hamilton because I wanted to get as much of the original flavor and rhythms and motifs of that musical. So yeah, his music is always going to be there. I can go check it out when I'm done working on the musical. But for me, I just wanted to kind of immerse myself in it and get as much out of it as I could. However, I know that, for example, John answered on Twitter that he listened to Moana, which that totally counts. And I know that there are many other folks who are bigger fans of musicals than I might be, who worked on this project. And I've no doubt that they listened to other Lin-Manuel Miranda stuff. And you might be able to answer this. Did I miss any questions? I totally agree. Our Percy is amazing. Yes. Who sponsors us? Loot Crate. Seeing other people reference songs that I worked on makes me so happy. Next time you want to do some PR for streams, joke less, plan more. Yeah, but what are you gonna do, man? I play Scanlan. It is so nice to listen while I plan my session. Good luck with your session. I hope it goes well. Will you see or aware of In the Heights? I am definitely aware of In the Heights. I have not seen it. 9,600 feels like something it would be relevant at some point in campaign two. Like I said, I think we're a little too early in campaign two to really get into something this massive. But you never know. There are a lot of musicians in this community. Maybe something can happen. Are you aware that there's another? Yes, I am aware of the other "Dear Darling Kaylee" song. I'm totally aware of it. We were aware of it as we were writing it, and I think I reached out to her over Reddit when we were planning this, but I don't think she checks her Reddit account that often. And in the end, she ended up hopping on board anyway because if you listen to her to the last 4 or 5 songs of the musical, she's in the ensemble. So we're all one big happy family. I How hard was it trying to make it your own? I'll answer this in 2 parts because I didn't actually write that song. We spent a lot of time tinkering with those lyrics and editing them and making them unique. Ange had a big part in that, as did Pumpkin Queen. Um, for me, when I was singing it, um, I I I tried to embody um, as much of Scanlan as I could. My voice is a little lower than his, and so the easiest fix for that was just to play to my pulse, play to my falsetto as much as possible. And so I think that alone, having a male sing it, made it a little bit different. Um, check out Joe Collins on his podcast. Yes, you guys should all check out his podcast. It is on a network that I am now a part of called Nerdsmith, which creates nerdy content. And I have a video series on there. Ange has a bunch of shows on there. Joe has a series. Kit, who plays Kima, has a series. So yeah, if you want to see more CPAN stuff, hop on over there. I think that this was a really cool. If you're not a fan, I'm answering the question. It was awesome to. That's not a question. I'm talking to. I'm owning you right now. I think that if you're not necessarily a critter already, a lot of this is going to get missed on you. However, good news. If you're not a critter, um, I think you're still going to be able to get something out of it. When I was making this and finishing it up, my mom really wanted to listen to what I was working on, and I said, you're not gonna get it. You don't watch the show." She's like, I want to hear what you're working on." So I showed it to her, and when Percy died, she let out a gasp. "Oh no, I like Percy!" And so that to me made it clear that this was a little bit accessible to folks who may not necessarily watch the show. The fact that she got invested in a character that she's never even seen, I think speaks to that. A musical rendition of Tusk Love. Yes, that is absolutely something that we should do. What songs did I mostly work on? I worked on everything. Um, I think I can say that pretty accurately. Um, I I I arranged the conclave. I arranged uh, the spell. I did not arrange the spell that broke the Fire Druid Enclave, but I arranged everything. I did all the mixing. I I wrote a lot of the songs. I don't have a full number, but maybe when we do the PDF, you'll be able to kind of source suss out who did which songs. Um, but that said, um, I did not do many of the songs that you guys love. I did not write "Dear Kaylee." I did not write "You'll Be Back" or sorry, "You'll Be Mine." I just did some of the other ones. How did you feel about Vex and Vax song in the Sunken Tomb? Did you feel you captured the moment? Good question. Let me think on that. Um, that one was tough because it was the biggest smash cut in the musical. We go from High Bearer Vord and them getting all hyped to have Kima join the party to bam, everything has gone to shit and one of them is dead. And if it was a little bit longer, if there was one extra song in Lynn's musical, we might have been able to fix that problem. But for what we were doing and for the timeline we had, um, that's what we were able to give you guys. If we had built up those characters a bit more, I feel like it may have been more impactful. That said, I love what John and Shannon did with their characters. They actually had a moment where they both kind of said something at the same time that I didn't even have to mix. They just kind of both had a moment, and it was not written. There, I don't know what the line is. I think it's just what they like. Vex is waking up and she says what, and Vax is looking down at her saying what, and they synced up, and that's something that is just magic. Um, sorry. Dear Kaylee, Burn, one last time. I Dear Kaylee, I did not write. Burn, I did write. One last time, I did the bones of. Um, so that gives you an idea of what's going on with that. Oh boy, I've lost my place. Okay, Tusk Love. Yeah, I answered that question. The last song that I finished writing. Here's the story. Okay, the last two songs that we wrote, we wrote this musical while we were watching the conclave happen live. So as the conclave arc was happening, we were writing this, and so the last two songs were written directly after the episodes they um, talk about aired. Danita wrote "The World Wasn't Wide Enough," and she did a masterful job. That song, by the way, has the only triple entendre that I'm aware of in the whole. Maybe that's yeah. No, I think it's the only triple entendre that I'm aware of that we did. Um, for those of you who don't know, a triple entendre is like a double entendre where they have one word has multiple meanings, but rather than just having two meanings, it's got three. And so when she writes number two, it refers to the second dragon of the conclave, Voragal, the second dragon they killed. It refers to number two in the countdown, which is a motif in the musical, and it also refers to number two as in the right hand man. Grog is Scanlan's, and I am so thrilled with that line and the whole rest of the song. It's brilliant. But she wrote that right after watching the fight, and then I wrote the last song of the musical. What is that song called? Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story? I wrote that one right after watching Scanlan leave. As soon as I saw it, I put a post on the Google Doc. I said, I have this song. You guys aren't allowed to work on it. This one's mine. And they let me do that. So that one was that one for someone who's dealt with depression and have I have friends who've dealt with drug use and stuff. Him leaving was really that hit me in the gut, and so being able to write a song about that right after it happened, that was heavy and amazing. Um, how difficult was it writing Grog songs? That was a tricky thing, and it was something that John and I talked about as we were writing it, because Grog has a limited vocabulary. And so there were certain points where we just said screw it because we wanted Grog to have some epic lines in his rap battle. And there were some points where we really kind of leaned into it to help punctuate some of the more comedic moments in the musical. So yeah, we kind of we kind of made no decision. We decided to completely ignore it when we wanted to, and then really utilize it when we felt it was it could help us. So yeah. Ange actually came in uh, after we'd written the whole thing. And so Ange, what she did is she took her machete out of her machete holder and she started whacking at our musical with a big giant editor pencil. And she is solely responsible for making this musical epic. She did all of the art. She tweaked and poked at and prodded all of these songs until they were perfect. Ange, without Ange, this project would sound nothing like it does today. So Ange, you're awesome. Rock and roll. Think you'll try something like this again? I would like to. I like, but I struggle with it. I've touched on this earlier in the video. Hamilton is special to this community for a lot of reasons. And doing another project like this that's this big, I don't think I'll do again. And I'm frankly, I miss working on original music. I have an entire album of original music that has been sitting in my studio for more than a year now because I wanted to do this, and I want to get back to it. But I also want to keep making more things because critter music is fun. It's my way of participating in the community. It's my way because I can't draw. I can't make awesome art. So I still wanna be a critter. I still wanna donate to 826LA and uh, you know write silly songs. So we're working on it. We're working on it. I don't have a concrete answer for you. You really brought Allura's story to the front on the album. What was the inspiration for that? Uh, um, I for one last time, I saw an opportunity to and Ange did a whole lot of work on this song, so we kind of made this song together. But doing that song for her, uh, I was sitting there, I was thinking about Washington, I was thinking about Hamilton, and I was thinking about that kind of struggle and that kind of love. And I know I'm not saying that I'm not saying that those two were in a relationship like Kima and Allura are, but there are parallels there. The bond between brothers, especially brothers who fought together, and the bond between lovers, I think, have a lot of parallels, even if they're not directly related. So not only that, being able to bring out an NPC's arc that wasn't necessarily part of the original story is one of the wonderful things that we were able to do in this musical. So the inspiration for that was we like Alora, we like Kima, and we wanted to give them a big role. Kima and Allura and Gilmore were originally how we wanted the narrators of the story to be, kind of like how Burr is the narrator of Hamilton. And so we decided that those three NPCs were kind of Vox Machina's um, tie to Matt. That's how they were the biggest presence that Matt had in their story, and so making them the narrators of the musical made sense. And then as we wrote it, they started gradually, gaining more and more presence. Um, you don't swear at me, Melissa. Um, uh, Tusk Love musical. I hate you guys. You guys are awesome. Uh, Another reason we worked so hard on Pray Revive was because the amazing song Willing also exists. That's true. Willing is those guys aren't affiliated with us, but huge fans of those guys, and we wanted to kind of tap into that moment. Uh, I feel captures it more intensely. I totally agree. I totally agree. They did a stupendous job with that song. We had different goals when we were making our music, and I think that's totally fine. How did you plan what songs would be reworded and whose song it would be? That came out organically as we were writing it. Some songs seemed to fit. Hurricane had to be Percy. Dear Kaylee had to be Scanlon, or Dear Theodosia had to be Scanlon. He's got the daughter. And some of it we really had to kind of rack our brains on. I'm trying to think of another good example. Blow Us All Away is the big one, but ooh, I might come back to that if I think of it. Two Steps from Hell. My drummer. I'm a bass player, and so for those of you who play instruments, you know that the bond between a bass player and a drummer is huge. My drummer introduced me to Two Steps from Hell, and so I love those guys. Um, Burial Grounds. I am so happy. I'm so happy you agree. That was I had that idea very early on in the process, and I really wanted to do it. It's to split Right Hand Man into two separate songs, and because Percy died in the middle of that, I didn't want to just go straight into the resurrection without having a moment to kind of feel that impact. I wanted to set that death up as just as impactful as Scanlan's death eventually would be. And so, yeah, having Right Hand Man split into two parts, they kind of deal with separate issues. So it made sense to cut it there. It gave us a chance to kill Percy and really deal with that moment, and then it gave us a chance to kind of bring Kynan in and have the motif Right Hand Man be referring to this really, I think, touching relationship between Vax and Kynan. Yeah. Um, these you guys are I like you people in the comments. You guys are doing good stuff. Satisfied, very happy with how that song came out. Ange kills it. Ange slays. The hardest song to adapt. The hardest song. I had some trouble with Satisfied. I did the backing track for that one. I didn't do the backing track for all the songs, but I did the backing track for Helpless and Satisfied. So I had a little struggle with doing the rewind section for that, just because I'm using Logic, a very old version of Logic with all of the default sounds. So getting those hip hop themes and instrumentation without actually using those sounds, I struggled with that. The hardest song to adapt. What was one? Ooh, okay. Iman's Fall, the second track on the album. I had no idea what to do with that song, but Ange came in. We had half of it, but then we didn't really know how to deal with the second half. And while we were editing it, Ange came in and she had this great way of kind of shoving, kind of dealing with the dragons and having them be introduced in that song and then slam into Helpless. That worked perfectly. So Ange, rock and roll. Anyway, other musicians can help. Well, the musical's done. Sorry, you missed the boat. But like I said, I want to open up the Discord or create a community of critter musicians to make more awesome things. Stay tuned. I'm working on it. Best response from the cast over this. I don't know if I can say this. Okay, I'm not going to name names, but I will tell you one of the highlights of my life. During the album release party, some of the cast came, and I got to meet a lot of them. And my music was playing. During the last two tracks, Ange, my co-producer, came up and we kind of had a moment where we were just kind of sharing. We had a hug type thing going on, and we were watching as one of the voice actors on the show, tears were falling down his or her nose, and having that much of an impact on someone that you respect and admire, that's powerful. So that was the best response from the cast. Logic confirmed for next music project. I've never met Logic. I love what he does. I would happily collaborate with him, as ridiculous as I know that sounds. I use Logic. Yes, and I will defend Logic to the death. I love my studio. Fight me. What scene did you want to make a song on, but were not able to? I think we kind of got the moments that we wanted to do. Yeah, if for me personally, when I was writing it, the scenes that were in my head were the first ones to go and become songs. So we really kind of we covered a lot of our bases. For me, I would have liked to tell the story a little bit more cohesively. There are a few gaps in the story where you kind of have to fill in with your own information. I would have loved to be able to fill in those gaps with story and have it be a little bit more like the original Hamilton, where you can listen to it and have the full story just by listening to the album. I don't think we quite got that with our musical, but that's what it is. It's a fan project. Iman's Fall blends so well into Yes, absolutely. What is your favorite lyric from the whole musical? Whew, Um, I think it's the Pit Fiend one. I think I think it's it's where Vex and Scanlan are trying to convince him to come look at our slaves. I just think that's such a ridiculous line, and I'm very happy with how it came out. Is there an animated version stage production happening at some point? Uh, Here's the thing. I'm a musician. That's pretty much all I do. Um, so this making this album totally in my wheelhouse. I knew from the start that I'd be able to get this thing done. Doing that is so foreign to me. It would be like asking a frog to travel from Europe to Australia. I have no idea how that thing would get done. But if anyone has the knowledge or resources or abilities, talk to me because I love this project. I would drive a stupid amount of distance to see this thing performed. And hell, I'll make a cameo, man. Um, for future projects, stay tuned for the Discord. I'm so happy that I inspired you. That we inspired that. Yeah. Uh, make more music, guys. Make more music. Um, how was it having to choosing to edit out Percy's death from Ryshawn in order to focus on Scanlan? Yeah, that's one of the things we kind of had to ignore in order to make the narrative work. And that's just because we don't have, hundreds of hours to tell this story. We have two, maybe three. So yeah, we had to totally ignore the fact that Percy died. And in fact, Percy was brought back to life. So, his experience in death was probably very different from his first experience where he was being, I would assume, tortured by Orcus. Or no, not Orcus, the other one, Smoke Demon dude with the, beaky man. So yeah, we wanted to focus on Scanlan because his song was coming up next. And I'm not sorry. I think it worked. Can I do a fan project of your fan project? Yes, as long as you send it to me so I can watch it. Tusk Love and Helpless crossover. Boo, boo. That's awesome. If someone wrote a stage play, would that be something you would work in? I need to write a play for my degree. Call me. Shoot me an email. Let's talk. I may not be a music guy, but your performances helped me get back into learning sound design and voice work. So thanks. That's fucking awesome. That's amazing. Honestly, never heard Hamilton, but after hearing your version, willing to give it a shot. You should totally listen to it. I honestly think it's one of the best pieces of art that we've seen in the modern musical era. It's really quite good. Awesome to meet you at the release party. Dude, thank you so much for coming. That was an incredible night. I hope I wasn't too freaked out when meeting you. Orthax, thank you guys. Doesn't it say Percy shown mercy on the other side in the soliloquy? That was kind of a nod to it. I'm not sure if that's exactly what Danita meant, but she wrote it, so I wrapped it. Gonna be learning 2D animation this summer. Dude, please send it to me. Please. We've already gotten one animation of Matthew Mercer, and it made me so happy. It made me so happy. Watching people make covers of our songs. Dude. I don't have the words. You were freaked out, so why did I keep checking on you? Yeah, I was freaked out. I was flipping. All right. I think we've answered all the questions from chat. I think there may be one more or two more. Okay, I've got one more I could answer from Twitter. I will find it. I'll find that animation really quick for you. What's your email? All right. Let me do that. My email is this: willcrossweight@gmail.com. So shoot me an email there. Let me look up that animation for you really quick. It's on my Twitter. It's on the CPAN Twitter. I'm looking things up on the internet because I don't have the link on me right now. Sorry, guys. This is taking longer than I thought it would. Here we go. I'm just going to post a link to the tweet because that is easier for me right now than going to. Okay, I think I've answered everything on this on the Twitter. I'm going to answer one last question from Twitter because I actually have something to say about it. Oh, don't do that to me, guys. That's my professional musician email. Come on. Um, let's answer this last question. So this is kind of a joke question. Danita, my friend Danita, who worked on the show, she played Keyleth. She asked me, why do you write like you're running out of time? First of all, yes, bravo, very funny. But I'm going to answer this seriously because I want to. I'm a musician because other people's music has affected me really deeply, and being able uh, to in my best moments and my worst moments to have music to fall back on is it made me who I am. And so I make music so that I can try and pass that forward to other people and to give them a little bit of what other people's music has given me. So to be able to provide that to other people on such a large scale in this project has been it's been amazing. It's given me a sense of uh, purpose, and it's 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 that's my bucket list, guys. So thank you. You've helped me accomplish my life goal. So thank you, guys. We'll only send professional memes. All right. All right. One last thing to give away. This from my friends at Wormwood is a gorgeous dice tray. Look at this. Oh, it smells so good. God, I could just smell that all day. And one of you guys is gonna win it. So let's use some wormwood to give away some other wormwood. 4. Number 4 is a color on this chart. You have won something. I'm not going to say who you are because I don't want you to feel bad. Let me double check that that is not someone. Let me double check. You're in the US. Okay. Josh Kaposh Business. Josh Kaposh Business. You have won the big one. You've won the Wormwood dice set. So congratulations, Josh. It does smell like Brian Wayne Foster. It smells like cabbages. So yeah, you guys are gonna get all this stuff in the mail. You're gonna get an email from me. I'm gonna ask for your address, and I will be sending it to you as soon as I can. That's the stream, guys. Thank you so much for listening to our music. Thank you so much for donating to our charities. Thank you. Have a good one.